Welcome back to the second edition of Death Engineering's guided tour of the Stygian Abyss, Ultima Underworld 1. You can see here that the Lurker has maintained a close eye over us over the night. He's not going to come get us, but he's certainly looking at us, honey. If we get too much closer, he will definitely try to grab us. Oh, there he goes. He's not impressed. We'll step back a little bit further here. Well, let's check the map and see where we are. So we dropped down through that broken toilet from level 1 and into the kind of pool down here. We crawled out of that water quickly. We know what's going to be in there. And we're at a fountain right here. And this corner of the building is where we're going to come back in and then go visit the rest of this floor here, which is basically the level of the dwarves. The king of the dwarves lives over here, and Shaq, who is a smith, will repair weapons and armor for a fee. I think he can repair just about any kind of weapon and armor, as he does repair an in-game weapon, which is required. So his talents seem to be limitless. We'll also visit this area over here, which is an interesting level puzzle. And we have a shrine up in the northwest corner, which is one of the more interesting shrine rooms. Then we'll drop down into this stairway down to level 3, which is the secret stairway managed by the king. So it'll give us a really good access down to level 3. Okay, let's go ahead and explore this room here, because this is an active volcano we're exploring. Of course, we're only on level 2 of 8. That's a health. That's a health fountain. So if you drink that fountain, it restores your health, not just water. We're going to leap up here, put on our ring of levitate. We kind of leapt right over him, and then we're just going to float up. Up. Oh, there's the edge. Okay, come in for landing. There we go. So this room is really interesting. Marble wall. It has some pretty wild discoveries. Portal, or a visual portal I should say, to another room which has an item which you had to retrieve. Now we've already made our way through into this room and retrieved the item which was on this gold panel. We may visit there later. This is kind of a neat game mechanic where you have to discover the orb and click on it in order to learn where the item is that you're looking for. A resilient sphere, also known as a rubber ball. We can actually play handball here if you wanted to. Toss it around. Pick it up again. Bounce it off that magic orb here. It does not seem to have affected the orb. It still works. I think that's what the rubber ball is for. I think it was left specifically in this room for you to kind of play around a bit with the bounce mechanics. And this room also was a neat room because once you come across the bridge, when the first time we came here, you'd use a pole in order to open up this gate. Well, go ahead and do it like that and close it up again. So we'll leave it as we found it. And since this is a volcano, they've left us some really interesting clues as to what we'll find as we get lower. As we come around the corner, we have access to these little portal windows, and you can click on them and see down into what is basically the next floor down. As we get lower and lower down, this changes from just a dark pit into the active volcano and becomes quite alarming, because level 8 is basically mostly lava. Oh, we'll get there eventually. Well, let's go visit Shaq the Smith. He is able to repair weapons and items. He's down to the right there, but if we look at this sign here, it says, North Branch, beware of monster. Well, no worries, we have dispatched with that monster, and as our reward, the king has given us access to his secret stairway to level 3, which we will use. So if I still remember how to get to Shaq's here, as there are easily, there we go. Yeah, you can definitely get lost down here. There we go, just around the corner. Nice little view of the level over there. There's my gold, which I pile here in case I need to get something repaired. Shaq is always at the ready. Well, let's have a look at this standard he has outside of his area. Standard of the mountain folk. Oh, perhaps I've been using the wrong word. Oh dear. A friendly mountain man named Shack. Act as the bold one himself. What may I do for ye? Canst thou help me repair broken items? Well, there's no substitute for practice, but I've learned that the mantra Lawn may help ye to repair items with more skill. Now, can I do anything else for you? So what he's told us there is that the mantra Lawn will give you repair skill. The repair skill is something that is pretty critical if you're able to come across an anvil. And there's a really cool anvil down in the level of the Seers, which we're going to visit. And we've used that anvil to repair our weapons and armor here multiple times. It looks like everything is excellent, however, so I don't think we'll have to do any repairs now. Yeah, everything is in pretty tip-top shape. There's an anvil there, for example. If you wanted to try to repair something, you could come over here, and it'll be hard to repair the plate gauntlets. Make an attempt. Well, it had no effect, so they were already in good shape. But you can do that to repair your items. As you get further down, it's farther to come back and visit Shack. It kind of saves you the walk all the way back to level 2. Well, thanks a lot, Shack. It's been excellent. I sure appreciate you fixing all those items for me, and I would keep that helmet on because there's probably going to be a little bit of a bang later on. Crystal Splinter. I have no idea what this Crystal Splinter is. Crystal Splinter. Where in the world did that come from? Did that come from the, That wasn't here when I walked in, was it? That's crazy. I'm going to have to watch the replay to see if this was here when it came in, because I do not remember that item. I'm going to keep it. Alright, well, thanks, Shack. As I was saying there, this is a volcano, and there are no promises in life or volcanoes. So when you hear the rumble, I would try to cover or run. That is, duck and cover. Alright, trying to make our way back out of the mine. I think it's this way. And this way. To the right. Up this ramp. And there we are. We're back out of the mines. We visited Shack. Let's go visit the king. Before we go visit the king, let's go check out that interesting platform room. It's quite large, and I believe still quite heavily populated with some of the worst baddies in the game, the Headless. Well, I have to flick this door to get the portcullis open. Well, let's go take a look at that shrine room here that's up on the north corner here. Look out, guys. No, we're not interested in scrapping with, what do we have here? Hostile acid slug. Yeah, that's fine. We don't need any of that right now. What we're looking for is kind of in a maze here. You can see how the floor starts to drop away. We get this wonderfully tall ceiling. And we come into the room here with a diamond-shaped room with the shrine in the middle. Alright, well, let's go visit Ironwick. He is the engineer for the dwarves. Excuse me, acid slugs, thank you. Alright, well, this guy here is the guy that runs this engineering department for the Mountainmen. They are not dwarves. And if we come over here and you look way off into the distance, well, of course we can just levitate our way over there. But the goal of this level is to get your way over to this platform. Wherever way you can, of course we can just levitate our way over. But that mountain man at the beginning of this area, we saw Ironwit. He helps you find a potion of fly, which helps you fly over here to get all the excellent little treasures. And then fly back. Oh, we've just lost our light. We'll relight that here. And we can fly our way back. But we're actually not going to do that. We're going to take off our levitate and fall to the floor. This is the room that you come into that has quite a few nasty headless and can, well, as you see, we just ran into a dead end here, and can really catch you off guard because they can corner you into one of these dead ends, and the headless are very tough. You can come down here and manage to sneak around them because being headless, they can't see you. However, they do hear you somehow, maybe, and maybe they can sense you with their fingers. But the headless are pretty good ways to level up your character. If you decide to come down here and hack at them for a while, we haven't come across any. Perhaps we've actually killed them all. Well, this is the way up. You can get your way lost in there pretty easily. Well, we should put our levitate ring back on again. Here we go. Alright, climb our way back up the stairs. Try not to fall. Of course, if we did fall, we wouldn't really fall. We would just levitate across. But when you come up here originally without that levitate ring, that can be a little bit shocking if you miss that corner. Ooh, down across the path. Alright, well, let's go visit the king and make our way down to level 3. The king's throne room is actually quite large and interesting. He's got these marble walls and quite a large collection of gold here. Of course, all this gold, if you click on it, it says belonging to a mountain man. If we were to steal this gold, these guys would turn on us pretty quick. But as it is right now, these guys are pretty friendly. We've helped them out with a few things. Of course, we killed that baddie across the way there, and we also helped Iron Wit with his platforms. And I think we've even given this guy some tribute already, a substantial amount of gold, and he's a pretty good friend of ours. So let's go ahead and talk to the friendly mountain man named Goldthirst. Ah, Resonator, it is a pleasure to see thee again. Thy name shall go down in the history of our clan. I do not deserve such praise. O Pish, thou bearest the amulet of Collins, testament to thy heroics. As long as this clan lives, we shall remember thee. I guess I achieved all the things I needed to with the Mountainmen. He seems pretty pleased. Well, thanks, Goldthirst. We're gonna just borrow your secret stairway and head our way down to level 3. Well, that is a perfect place to wrap up this first episode of the Death Engineering Guided Tour of Ultima Underworld's Stygian Abyss. Thanks a lot for watching, Internet. Have an awesome day.